Hi, good morning everyone. I am Katerina Palse and I am going to discuss about Module 6, which is the tire information. So allow me to share my screen. Just one moment. Alright, so tire information. This is Module 6. Once again, I am Katerina Palse from BSIA 3AM. Alright, so allow me to explain to you the distinction between the tires and wheels. So when we say tires, it is contact between the vehicle. So ito yung isa sa mga nag-absorb ng shock from bumps and irregularities ng isang kalsada. So and they are also the ones who support the vehicle's weight. Yun yung ibig sabihin ni tire. So while the wheels, sila naman yung sumusuporta kay tires and inaalaw niya yung vehicle to move smoothly. So they house the brake and hubs, so they are connected to vehicle suspension system. So yung structure nito, wheels are usually made of metal, aluminum, alloy steel, and other materials. So yung rim nito, sometimes the outer edge. So yung hub, yung center part na connected dun sa mismong vehicle axis. Tapos yung spokes naman, ito yung solid design, yung connected sa rim ng isang hub. So yung type ng wheels kasi, so they actually come from different styles and sizes such as alloy, steels, and custom design. So yung choice of wheel natin, it can be impact the vehicle's performance, weight, and appearance. So again, the distinction between tires and wheels, si tire, siya yung nagkakaroon ng contact sa vehicle and the road. So si wheels naman, siya yung sumusuporta kay tire para magkaroon ng yung vehicle to run smoothly. All right, so now let's move on to our objective. So number one, prepare for ASE suspension and steering, which is the A4 certification test content area. E, wheel and tire diagnosis and repair. Second one is discuss tire sizes and ratings. And lastly, describe tire purchasing consideration and maintenance. All right, now let's proceed. So for our introduction of two tires, so the friction between tires and road determines the handling characteristic of any vehicle. So dito, yung compounding construction and condition ng isang gulong, some of it is importante when it comes to the steering, suspension, alignment, and braking system ng isang sasakyan. So they are mounted on wheels, they are bolted to the vehicle to provide the following. So ito yung mga shock absorber, ito yung kapag may mga rough surfaces, tapos ito yung friction or traction between the wheels and the road. So allow me to present to you video.
The spare tire.
Come on, Dad! Mom, Grandpa, and Grandma are waiting for us!
I'm coming.
Hurry, Daddy!
The mall is only 3 kilometers away, Milo. We'll be there in time.
What is it, Daddy?
I don't know. Just my luck.
Oh, we've got a flat tire. Do you know how to change it?
Of course. But what bothers me is to have to do it now while they're waiting for us.
I'll help you with it, Dad. I've changed lots of tires on my toy cars all by myself. And that way, we won't get there late, huh, Daddy?
Oh, no. Where is that darn crank?
Here it is!
Oh, thanks, Milo.
So in that video kasi, pinapakita po dyan kung paano yung proper way ng pag-aayos ng isang gulong. Right?
Wow! You can lift up a car, Dad?
Yep. And now watch this, Milo. With one hand. Huh? Oh, no.
So, ayan po, dito sa video naman na to, pinapakita kung paano mailift yung isang sasakyan para maayos yung gulong. But then, naalis yung hydraulic, which is hindi pinapakita rito kasi yung improper technique ng paggamit. So, dito, kailangan din ulitin maingat yung paggamit ng mga gamit sa pagdating sa sasakyan.
All right, now let's take the bolts off. The bolts are a little rusty.
I know! When Grandpa fixed my bicycle, he used oil. I'll go get some. Huh? Ah, there it is. Oh. Perfect.
So, ayan. So, now let's proceed naman tayo dito sa threads. So, when we say thread, ito yung isa sa mga part ng isang gulong that contacts the ground. So, thread rubber is chemically different from the rubber parts of a tire. So, it is compounded for a combination of traction and tire wear. So, ano nga ulit yung traction? Ito yung friction at yung isang gulong. So, yung thread depth kasi nito usually 11 over or 50 inches depth deep on new tire. So, ito papakita ko sa inyo yung video. Wait lang. So, ito yung tire depth na tinatawag.
How to check the tire depth using this tool. Green is a safe range. Yellow is still okay, but you need to plan replacing your tires sooner. Red means you need to change your tire as soon as possible. For example, this tire measures 9 millimeters. It's in good condition and ready to use. You can also use coin to measure your tire depth. For long drives, switch to nearest tire. A European tire standard is highest regulatory certification.
So, ayun, balik tayo dito. So, sa thread kasi ginagamit yun para malaman kung kailangan mo na ba magpalit ng gulong. Ayan, so, wear the indicators, ito yung wear bars na tinatawag. Ayan, kita natin sa gulong yan. Ito, wear bars yan. So, guhit-guhit siya, strips of ball thread that shows when the thread depth is down to 2 over 452 inches. So, the legal limit in many states. So, ayan yung isa sa mga legal na kailangan ng 2 over 452 inches. Ayan, wear bars yung tinatawag. Itong magkabila na yan. So, itong threads, the tire thread runs around the circumference and the tire of the tire, and its pattern help maintain tractions. The ribs provide while the groove directs any water on the road away from the surface. So, ito yung sipes. Tapos ito yung thread. Ito yung rib sa may left side. Tapos ito yung groove. Yung parang yung may uka na yan. Yan yung groove na tinatawag. So ito yung sipes helps to yung sipes. I don't know, just correct me if I'm wrong. Sipes help the tire grip the road. So, syempre, pag pagpudpud na kasi yung gulong, tendency niyan, may mga chances na aksidente, pag wala na yung mga kinakapitan sa pagdating sa kalsada. So, ayan yung threads na tawag. So, hydroplaning can occur at speed as low as 450 miles per hour or 48 kilometers per hour. So, kapag yung tubig is not enough and the tire thread cannot evacuate water through its groove fast enough. So, mapapansin natin minsan, kapag nalulubog yung gulong natin sa, hindi siya makapit or hindi siya umaano. So, yun is sa mga niya. Yun din yung purpose kasi ni thread para magkaroon ng groove fast enough. So, the tire can be lifted off the road surface by a layer of water. So hydroplaning occurs at lower speed as the tires becomes worn. Ayan. So mapapansin natin yung mga pang off-road sasakyan na ginagamit minsan yung mga Jimny, yung Rubicon, yung Ford Raptors, ayan. Makikita natin yung mga ganyan. Pero may mga ganito rin cases na dito rin yung mga usual na cars. So, ayan. Again,
How to check the tire depth using this tool.
allow me once again to present to you this video. So, ito yung tire depth na ginagamit. So, ito yung ginagamit para malaman kung kailangan mo na magpalit ng gulong.
Green is a safe range. How to check the tire depth using this tool. Green is a
So, yung green na to, indicator siya na pwede pa siya, pwede pa. So, yung pag natapat siya sa 8mm tire tread, pwede pa siya. 7mm tire tread, pwede pa. 8 to 6 tire tread, ayan, pwede pa siyang gamitin. Yun yung indicator niya is yung green. So, eto
safe
naman.
range. Yellow is
So, yellow, pwede pa siya, pero kailangan mo na rin siyang palitan. Pwede pa naman, ayan. Ayan yung indicator niya, color yellow. Ayan, green, yellow, 5 to 3mm. Ayan. Kapag 5 to 4, pwede pa. Pero kapag nakarating na siya sa 3mm tire tread, kailangan na siya i-inspect monthly. Ayan yung purpose
still
ng
okay,
tire.
but you need to
Tire depth.
and replacing your tires sooner. Red means you
So, ayun. Pag ito naman, indicator na red, ibig sabihin, kailangan mo nang palitan siya as soon as possible. So, ayan, hindi na kasi tatagal ganyan. So, ayan, 2mm tire tread, 16mm tire tread. So, won't last long time to change. Ayan. Makikita naman natin yan na pag hindi na talaga, halimbawa, pag pinilit nating i-drive yung isang sasakyan, pwede nang kumalas kasi yung rim kasi noon sa mismong tire. So, pwede talaga yung may cases na ma-aksidente ka sa isang So, yung importante talaga yung safety sa isang sasakyan.
need to change your tire as soon as possible. For example, this tire measure
So, ayan, ito yung proper way kung paano gamitin yung tire. So, ayan, 9mm pa siya. So, ibig sabihin pwede pang gamitin.
9 millimeters. It's in good condition and ready to use. You can also use coin to measure your
So, yung iba naman, kapag walang tire depth, pwede naman pwedeng tire tool, o pwede naman gamitin yung coins. Ayan.
tire
So,
depth.
coins.
For long drives,
Yan. So, sidewall. Dito naman tayo sa sidewall. Pag sinabi nating sidewall, ito yung makikita nyo sa gulong. I don't know kung napapansin nyo yung gano'n na tinitignan nyo kung anong size ng gulong yung bagay sa sasakyan mo. So, ito siya. Ito yung ibig sabihin niya sidewall. The sidewall is the part of the tire between the tread and the wheel. So, the sidewall contains all the size and construction details of the tire. So, white sidewall or lettered. Ito siya. Itong P215, tinatawag siyang nominal width. Ibig sabihin, width ng isang gulong in millimeter. Ito namang 65, ito naman yung ratio ng laki at lapad. So, ayun siya, height to width, ayun, ito yung ratio. So, ito namang R, ibig sabihin radial. Itong 15, rim diameter code, ibig sabihin, ito yung size ng gulong. Ibig sabihin, P215 over 65R, 15, yun yung size ng gulong. Okay? So, itong load index and symbol, ito naman yung 95H, ito yung ibig sabihin load index, tsaka yung speed lang na dapat sa isang gulong. So, dito, ito kasi, based kasi ito sa US. Pero may mapapansin tayo dyan sa mga usual na gulong din dito sa Pilipinas. So, to use that tire identification number, ay may makikita tayong ganyan. So, ito naman, M plus S, severe snow condition. Ito naman, tire, fly composition, and materials used. Ito yung kung anong gamit siya. So, ito, max load rating, kung ano dapat yung bigat. tread wear, traction, and temperature grades. Ito, makikita nyo rin yan dyan. So, max permissible inflation pressure, passenger car tire. Ito pala, I'm sorry. Hindi passenger car tire name, okay? So, proceed tayo. So, ito siya.
Hi, Tech here, field engineer for Toyo Tires. I'd like to go over some of the key features on the sidewall of this tire. First is the tire size. This tire, for example, is a 255, 55, or 18 109B. The 255 represents the tire's section width. The 55 represents the tire's aspect ratio. R stands for radial in tire construction, and 18 represents the wheel diameter in inches. The 109 is the load index, which represents a tire's maximum load carrying capacity at maximum inflation pressure. V represents the speed rating, which is the maximum speed capability of the tire. Next, I'd like to go over the DOT, or Department of Transportation serial number, or TIN, tire identification number for this tire. The CX represents the factor code. This is where the tire was produced. The 91 represents the size code. For this tire, it's a 255, 55, or 18. The XX3 represents the option code. Some manufacturers might use 4 alphanumeric characters in this place. And the last 4 represents the week and year of production. This tire, for example, was produced in the 13th week of 2009. Another marking I'd like to identify is the maximum tire load carrying capacity at maximum inflation pressure. This tire, for example, shows maximum load of 2,271 pounds at 50 psi. This pressure here is not necessarily what the tire should be set at. Please follow the vehicle manufacturer's recommended tire pressure setting. There you have it. Now you know how to read your tires.
Alright, so ayan yung sabihin ng sidewall. So naman, dito naman tayo sa bead. Ito yung mismong isa sa part ng gulong, yung bead. So ito yung layer by layer. So ito, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung kanina. Ito yung mga tire. Ito yung kanina yung mga, ito no, ito siya. Yung threads. Ito siya, yung threads. Ito yung threads sa ibabaw. Tapos, ito naman yung 2-ply belt. Ito yung tatawag, yung color green part na to. Tapos ito naman yung radical cast or yung body plies na tinatawag. Tapos itong metal, itong coated steel naman na tatawag na coated steel beads. So again, ito yung kanina. Ayan. So the bead is the foundation of the tire and is located where the tire grips the inside of the wheel rim. So ito yung nakita niyo sa loob. So grips the inside of the wheel rim. So the bead is constructed of many turns of copper or bronze coated steel with wire. So ito siya. Again, ito yung bead na tinatawag. So ito yung picture.
The Bead Bazooka is the most powerful bead seeder in the world. But do you know how to get the most out of yours? Let's take a look at some quick tips and tricks so you can get the most out of your Bead Bazooka. Make sure the wheel assembly is off the ground so the sidewall can expand. Thoroughly lubricate the bead so it can move more freely. A tire wedge or plank of wood under the tire on the opposite side can help as well. For best performance, you don't want to shoot at too high an angle. It is also best not to rest the barrel on the rim. Try to aim for a 30 to 45 degree angle, and keep the barrel a few inches away from the gap. Now you are ready to fire.
Alright, so ito naman tinatawag na body ply. A tire gets in strength the layers of materials wrap around both beads under the thread and and the sidewall rubber. So ito yung sidewall. Ayan yung sidewall. Tapos ito naman yung thread. Ito naman yung second belt, yung color blue. Yung color green yung first belt. Tapos itong second part is yung body ply. First body ply, itong yellow. Itong inner liner, itong nasa loob, yung color pink. The bead filer is yung bead filler, itong color blue section. Ito namang bead, ito naman itong mga dots na yan. So, ayun. Alright, so now let's proceed to belt. A belt is a 2 or more layers of material applied of the body plies and under the thread area only. So ito yung belt na tinatawag. Ito yung kanina yung thread, side wall, again, side wall. Tapos ito yung belt. Nasa loob ni thread. Sa loob, ayan. Nasa loob siya. So, ito yung inner liner, ito yung so parang kagaya rin siya kanina dito. Ayan. Pero ito kasi body ply tinatawag yung layers by layers and layer by layer. So ito naman yung belt mismo. Ayan, belts and belt. Ayan yung kanina yung first belt, yung first at saka second belt. Ayan. Pagtapos ng thread, makikita nyo na si second belt at si first belt. Parang layers of the earth siya. So ito kasi, stabilize the thread and to increase thread life and handling. Ayun yung parang pinoprolong niya yung shelf life ng isang gulong. So, ito yung naman tinatawag na major splice. When the tire is assembled by a craftsperson on a tire building machine and the body plies, belt, and thread rubber are spliced together. So, the fabric is overlapped approximately 5 threads. So, ayan yung major splice. So, ito siya. Kapag yung tire is assembled na, so the point where the majority of this overlap occurred, tinatawag siyang major splice. Again, kapag yung majority, itong body plies, belts, and thread rubber spliced together, tinatawag siyang major splice, which represent the stiffest part of the tire. Stiff, ibig sabihin pinakamatigas, pinakamatibay. So, ito siya. So, ayan siya. Ito. Itong part ng picture na to. So, ito po siya. Yung figure 457, ito siya. Tire construction is performed by assembling the many parts of the tire together on a tire building machine. Ito yung kung paano ginagawa yung isang gulong. Ayan. Ayan siya. Paano layer by layer. So, major splice, after the entire tire has been assembled, ayan, ginagawa yung isang tire. Ito kagaya ng kanina, kung paano ina-assemble, pinagsama-sama na si body plies, belt, and thread rubber. Ayan na, splice together. Ayan, tinatawag na siyang major splice. So, after niyang i-assemble, tinatawag na siyang green tire. Ito, after the entire tire has been assembled into a completed green tire, it is placed into a tire molding machine. Ayan, nasa molding machine siya. So, where the tire is molded into shape and the rubber is changed chemically by the heat, this non-reversible chemical is called vulcanization. Kanina, pinagsama-sama mo si body plies, belt, and thread rubber, tinawag siyang major splice. Kapag naman, overlaps na, tinatawag siyang major splice. Kapag naman na-molde na siya, yung rubber na bago na through chemical heat, tinatawag na siyang vulcanization. Ibig sabihin non-reversible chemical, hindi na ganyan. So ito yung upper section of the tire mold, ayan. So ito naman yung lower section of the tire mold. Ayan siya. Okay? So now, ito, dito naman tayo sa mga sizes. So ito yung original. Ito yung kanina yung sizes, 257, 75 by 15. Ito, sidewall, 152 ml. So, ayan, 15 inches, 154 mm. So, kapag inad natin si 154 sa 154, lalabas niya is 308 mm. Is equal to 12 inches. So, outside diameter, ito yung outside diameter, tatawag, 12 inches plus 15 inches. So, yung 15 galing siya dito is equal to 27 inches. Okay? So, ito naman, plus 1 naman tayo. So, 225 per 60 times or by 16, ito 135 mm. 135 mm so ba? Tapos yung ano niya, 16 inches. So, i-add mo lang itong dalawan, 135, lalabas niya ay 270 mm. Equals 10.6 inches. Okay? So, ito yung outside diameter. 10.6 inches plus 16 inches is equal to 26.6 inches. Okay? So, dito naman, ito yung 205, section ng width of perimeter, 75, ito yung ratio. R is yung radial. B, bias belt, diagonal bias. So, ayan. Tinatawag kasi siyang cross-sectional view. Ito yung isa sa mga cross-sectional view, isang typical tire. So, ayan siya. Ito yung wheel rim, color blue port. Tapos yung tubeless bulb, ayan. Kung saan nagbo-vulcanize or nagpinapahanginan yung pinapahanginan yung gulong, ayan, bulb. So, ito yung lower sidewall area, shoulder area, tread area. So, yung loob, again, yung belt package, yung first belt, second belt, tapos ito yung radial plies, okay? So, yung high flotation tire sizes. When we say high flotation, ito yung light trucks are designed to give improved off-road performance on sand, mud, and soft soil, and still provide acceptable hard road surface performance. So kasi may mga tires kasi gawa sa iba't ibang klase, depende so kung ano ba talaga yung paggagamitan. So may mga gulong kasi na pang asphalt, pang mga malalaking bato, which is kagaya nga kanina yung mga pang off-road talaga na mga big trucks, no? Tapos, ayun. So, ito kasi, pwede kasi siyang gamitin din a hard road surface performance. So, ito yung isa sa mga sizes ng gulong. Ayan siya. Ayan. Ito siya. You can take a screenshot. Alright. So, ayan yung sizes ng gulong. Ito yung pangalan Pangalan ng gulong. So, ayan siya. Tapos, ito yung number. Catalog number. Ito rin yung size ng gulong. Tapos, ito, dito siya, tinitingin kung anong klaseng design siya, pang anong industry code. Tapos, ito yung load by rating. Kung ilan ba yung, kung gano'ng kakapal. Tapos, rated inflation pressure, PSI, rated speed, kung gano'ng kabilis yung isang gulong. Kung gano'ng kabilis, no, na dapat gamitin. So, ito yung rated load naman kung gaano kabigat lang yung dapat sa isang gulong. So, recommended rim, ayan, paano yung klaseng rim na overall width, ito yung niya. So, overall diameter, inches, static loaded radius, rolling circle, weight, tsaka yung tread depth, ayan yung kanina. So, ito naman, pag sinabi nating load index and equivalent loads, so the load index naman, abbreviated method to indicate the load carrying capabilities of a tire. So kung ano ba, yung isa sa indicator kung gaano ba dapat or ano ba yung capabilities ng isang gulong to load or kung paano siya magdadala. So the weights instead is the chart represent the weight that each tire can safely support. Ito siya. Ito yung load index capacity chart. Capacity chart. Loaded index. Ayan, 1 to 30. Ito yung load per pounds. 99, 102, 105. So you can take a screenshot. So ito naman, load index. Ayan, tapos ito naman siya. Alright, so ito naman po. Typically sidewall markings for load index and speed rating following the tire sizes. Ito yung load index number. Yan. So, ito naman yung age. Ito naman yung speed rating, 130 miles per hour or 210 kilometers per hour. Ayan siya. Okay. So, ito yung speed ratings. Ito, tires are rated according to the maximum sustained speed. A vehicle should never be driven faster than the speed rating of the tires. So, ibig sabihin, you don't need to exceed kung ano ba yung ano ba talaga yung applicable sizes or applicable speed rating ng isang gulong. So, pag mga ganyan, so di ba binibigay naman tayo kung ano ba yung in-explain naman sa atin yan before we use it, no? Tapos makikita rin naman natin yan sa gulong kung ano ba dapat yung dapat na bilis lang ng isang sasakyan. So a vehicle should never be driven faster than the speed rating of the tire. So ano ba nangyayari kapag yung isang gulong is nag-exceed ka doon sa mismong rating ng isang tire? So malang possible talaga na masira yung gulong. Okay? So ito yung tatawag ng speed rating chart. Ito na yung speed rating A1, A2, A sub 3, A sub 4, A sub 5, A sub 6, A sub 8, B, C, D. So kapag A sub 1, dapat ang speed lang is 3 miles per hour. Kapag naman A sub 2, dapat yung takbo mo 6 lang. Kapag A sub 3, 9 lang. A sub 4, 12. So, divisible by, almost divisible by 3 to kasi. So, A sub 5, 6, tas A sub 6, 19, A sub 8, 25, B, 31, C, 37, 40, D, 40. So, yung speed rating naman nito, up to Q, so E, 43, F, 50, G, 56, J, 62, K, 68, L, 75, M, 81, N, 87, P, 93, Q, 99. So, most common rating highlighted. Ito yung mga common ratings highlighted kasi. Itong R, maximum speed niya is 106, S, 112, T, 118, U, 124, H, 130, V, 149, Z, 149 mph and greater. Ayan. So, W, 168 mph, Y, 186, and lastly, the Y na may open and close parentheses, 186 mph and greater. Okay? So, ito. So, the ECE symbol on a sidewall of a tire, notice the small s. Ito siya, notice ito. At the end, indicating that the tire meets the pass-by or noise limits. So, ito po. Teacher, a typical door black card used on a general motor vehicles indicating the recommended tire inflation. Note that the information also includes the tire size and speed rating of the tire as well as the recommended wheel size. Ito po. Pumasok. Ito na yung pinaka-summary ng isang gulong manufacturer. Okay, so ibig sabihin na test na siya, okay na siya, pwede nang gamitin. So the tire conicity and fly steer. So in this picture, this one is the conicity is a fault in the tire that can cause the vehicle to pull to one side due to the cone effect. This one is the cone effect of the cause pull. Ayan. So the tire conicity can occur during the construction of any radial or belted tire when the parts of the tire are badly positioned. So, ito yung minsan, yan, conicity niya. So, it causes the tire to be smaller in diameter on one side. So, as we notice here, yung angled belt fabric, ito yung angled belt fabric na yan, yung nakabilog. So, notice na the belt material is the worn tire. So, ito siya, yung belt fabric niya can cause a fly steer or slight pulling force toward one side of the vehicle. Ayan. Fly steer. Nagkakos siya ng fly steer. So, vehicle handling naman and tire slip angle. Ito yung slip angle. And this portion, pasalubong. Footprint. So, all accelerating, braking, and cornering forces of a vehicle are transferred to the pavement at just force spot. So the combined area of this force spot is about equal to the size of this open book. So this figure shows that the slip angle, this one, the downward, is the angle between the direction ng isang tire tread is heading at the direction it is pointed. Okay? So ito naman tayo, rim width and tire size. As a general rule, for a given rim width, it is best not to change tire width more than 10 mm. Ibig sabihin, in general rule, hindi kailangan magpalit agad ng gulong kung it's more than 10 mm, either wider or narrower. So for a given tire width, it is best not to bury rim with more than 1.5 inches in either direction. Alright, so ito yung rim width. So 5.0 inches, minimum tire width 155 mm. Ideal tire width niya 165 to 175 mm. Yung maximum tire niya is 185 mm. So you can take a screenshot about this one. So minimum figures are for safe figures. Stretching tires are not recommended outside this table. 5.0 inches to 12.5 inches. So ayan, 335 inches. Okay? So this one is the Uniform Tire Quality Grading System. So the U.S. Department of Transportation, or DOT, and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA. So ito yung traction or friction grading. Ito yung grades A, B, C. So yung G-force asphalt, G-force concrete. Ito kasi yung kung yung klase ng gulong, kung saan ba siya usual. So tayo kasi dito asphalt. So greater than 0.54, greater than 0.47, greater than 0.38, and less than 0.38. So this one is courtesy from National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA. So this one is the G-force or the concrete, 0.38, 0.35, 0.26, and 0.26. Okay, you can take a screenshot for this traction grading. Alright, so this one naman is develop a system of tire grading and the Uniform Tire Quality Grading System. So, or tinatawag na UTQGS. Ito yung tumutulong sa mga customer para matest kung ito ba ay perfect or high performance ng isang gulong. So, there are 3 areas of tire performance. Ito yung tread wear. Nakikita nyo dito, tread wear 300, traction A, temperature A. So, ito, again, meron 3 areas yung tire. So, the tread wear, traction, and temperature resistance. Ito, kikita nyo kanina yung DOT. So, yung DOT, again, ito yung Department of Transportation. So, a typical uniform tire quality grading system ratings imprinted in the tire inside wall. So, ito makikita siya, guys, sa mismong sidewall part ng tire. Okay? So, this one, Uniform Tire Quality Grading System, the tread wear, traction, temperature resistant. Again, ito siya. Makikita siya dito. Okay? Kanina kasi sa part na yun, medyo malabo pa. So, ito siya makikita. So, all-season tire designation. So, kasi may mga iba't ibang klase ng gulong depende sa temperature. Okay? So, most of all-season tire are rated and labeled as M and S, MS, or MS. So, pag sinabi nating all-season tire designation, therefore, there must adhere to general design features as rubber specified by the Rubber Manufacturer Association, or RMA. So in this picture, it consists of this picture. So all-season tires. So temperature beyond 7 degrees Celsius, all-weather tires. Winters side. So ito, weather, dry, warm, rainy. Ayan, kung ito ba ay dry, warm, and rainy. Yung weather tire, milder winters with significant rain and snowfall. So, ayan. Ayan siya. Itong nakita niyo kanina, ditong logo, M plus S. Ito yung medyo snowy na siya. Kita niyo dito. Wait lang. Balik tayo. Balik tayo dito. Where can you find it? Ito, this one. Dito sa may sidewall part, itong M plus S. Ibig sabihin, indicator siya na yung gulong niya for snow. Okay? Ay, balik tayo dito. Ayan. So, pwede nyo rin mag-take ng screenshot for this. Next one is the rubber. Harder and durable. Tapos, elastic stays below and above 7 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa winter naman, stay soft in cooler temperature para ma-enhance yung grip niya. Pagdating naman sa tag pattern, provides grip in hot weather. Finer thread not compatible with snow and slush. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya compatible sa mga snowy and slushy. So, in warmer climates naman, ito yung combination ng isang blocky threads to drive snow away, while also providing sensitive handling and stability. So, fine slots and the blocky threads and the hold snow and push slush away. So, ito yung logo. Ito yung mga snowflakes. Okay, so next one is the tire codes or Department of Transportation. DOT, Department of Transportation. All tires sold in the US must be approved by the US Federal Department of Transportation. So lahat dapat na binibenta sa US, dapat ina-approve mo na ng US Federal Department of Transportation. So the DOT tire code requires this one. Resistant to tire damage that could be caused by curbs, track holes, and other common occurrences for a tire use on a public road. Next one, ito yung DOT, Department of Transportation Designation, ito DOT. So, dapat talaga nakalagay siya. So, ito naman yung plan code na tinatawag itong CC. Tapos ito, tire size, 9L. So, brand characteristic, this one, the XYZ, manufacture week, 1023. So, as per shown in the video kanina, ayan siya. Okay? Spare tire. Ito yung makikita natin usually sa mga likod ng sa may compartment area. Tapos minsan nakalagay pa yun sa may yung Pajero. So, most vehicles today come equipped with space saver tires that's smaller than the wheels on the tires that are on the vehicle. So, meron din kasi part dito na sa may Kia Soluto, may sa likod siya compartment. Tapos meron siya mismo lagayan ng gulong talaga. Yung Kia Soluto. Ayun yung ano niya, sa may siya, counterpart ni Vios. Yun yung makikita niyo yung sa likod niya. If you're gonna visit the showroom of Kia. So this one is the run flat tires. Kanina, as per shown in the video, run flat tires abbreviated RFT. So ito yung siya designed to operate without any air for a limited distance. Usually kasi 50 miles at 55 meters per hour. So this feature allows vehicle manufacturers to build vehicles without the extra room and the weight of a spare tire and the jack assembly. So this picture shows that the conventional tire on the left and the run flat tire on the right, showing what happened when there's no air in the tire. Ito yung normal tire. Ito naman yung kapag naplatan yung gulong. It can be at this moment flexible, low high tire resist. So yung thermal resistive rubber niya and yung sidewall reinforcement. So this one, the orange part, ito yung enhanced retention bead design. Okay? Yung bead, di ba nasa ano siya? So ito yung support ring system. Support ring system employs a ring of hard rubber and another structure that can support the vehicle's weight in air loss condition. Si support ring system, siya yung nagsusupport kapag nawawala ng hangin yung gulong. Ayan guys, makikita niyo yung orange na part na yan. So self-support, it is the most supporting that tire features reinforced sidewall in a construction. Makikita niyo siya sa mismong loob eh. Diba ito yung sidewall? Sa mismong loob siya, ayan, makikita niyo siya. Sinusupport niya yung vehicle when it comes to the air loss condition. Ito yung part niya. Ito yung itsura kapag nakaharap. Itong picture na nasa right side. Tapos ito naman, for zoom, ito naman, ito yung rim. Tapos ito yung reinforced sidewall yan. Kita nyo dyan. Tire cross-section. Okay? Next slide. Fox run flat tires. Ito yung kapag na Michelin developed a run flat tire that has 3 unique components. A special wheel that has no two bid seats that are different diameters. The outside bid naman, ito yung 10 mm smaller in diameter than the inside bid seat. So this means that a conventional tire cannot be installed on a pack style wheel. So a urethane support ring that is designed to support the weight of the vehicle in the event of flat tire. So a special tire that is designed to operate without air. So ibig sabihin, si run flat tire, so si Michelin, nag-develop ng isang run flat tire. Pero special tire that is designed to operate without air. So ito yung Fox run flat. So makikita nyo dito, the tire performance criteria, TPC, specification number is printed on the sidewall of the tire and General Motors vehicle from the factory. So TPC, tire performance criteria, spec 1072 ms. So nakita nyo again yung ms, M plus S, P205 over 70 R15. So ayan, makikita nyo siya. So this selection consideration, selecting the proper tire is very important for the proper handling and safety of any vehicle. So do not select a tire by styling or looks alone. So ibig sabihin dito, we need to consider when it comes to the tire, hindi siya by forma lang or may masabing aesthetic, but we need to consider as well the proper handling and safety of any vehicle. So ito kasi minsan nilalagyan nila ng mga kung ano-anong design. So that's why mahigpit din kasi yung dito sa Pilipinas LTO, kung ano yung pinaka designated para do sa kotse na yun or do sa isang vehicle na yun, ayun lang dapat. So wala ka dapat baguhin. So yun yung isa sa mga alam ko na, just correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so this one, wheels, ito yung different class of wheels. So the center section of the wheel are the attachments in the hub is called center section or spider. Ayan, spider. So because early wheels are wooden spokes that resembled a spider web, the rubber tire attaches the rim and the wheel. So meron kasing mga gulong, itong mga rim na yan na mga wheel cup, tsaka naka-ano na. Okay, so ito naman, today's wheel are constructed of steels or aluminum alloys. So the rim has two bead, and so this figure shows that the letter J refers to the contour of the bead seat area of the wheel. So ito kasi, din kanina, may mga glue kasi na wheel cup tsaka may mga naka-mugs na. Itong picture kasi na to naka-mugs. Wait, ito. Pakita ko sa inyo yung ng wheel cup. Ito yung tsura ng wheel cup. Ito. Okay. So ito na. Wait lang. So wheels, ito yung wheel offset, positive offset, negative offset, back spacing determining both circle, steel, wheels, aluminum wheels. Ayan. Ito yung wheel rim contour. Okay? So naman, a cross-section wheel showing part of the designation. So offset is the distance between the center line of the wheel and the wheel mounting surface. Ayan po yung mga figures that shows the wheels. So place end of the tape measure over edge of the bolt. So lead bolt circle at the center of the second bolt. So when measuring the bolt circle of a 5-lug wheel is difficult, but in a quick and easy way includes measuring as shown to determine the approximate bolt circle of a 5-lug wheel. So ito yung ginagamit nila when it comes to testing. So bolt circle diameters. This one is the center to center distance. So This figure measures center-to-center distance and compare the distance to the figure in the chart in the text to determine the diameter for a 5-lug bolt circle. So this one, JWL, symbol for Japan Wheel Light Metal Standard Mark. Ayan, kita siya. Ito yung winakarton niya. Okay, so tire valves. So yung tire valves used to called a Schrader valve to hold air in the tire. So makikita niyo siya dyan sa mismong gulong ng Kia Pride natin. Just sa mismong gulong yung may makita kayong valve. So Schrader valves are used not only as valve in tire but on a fuel injection system, air conditioning system, and air shock. So ride control system. So tire valves, usually experts agree that the valve system, which include the Schrader valve, should be replaced whenever tire are replaced. So replaceable kasi rin si tire valve. So included na siya mismo doon. So tire can last 4 or more years, and that time the valve stem can become brittle and crack. So this figure shows a rubber. So it's one letter A and the letter B. So in figures, a rubber snap installed tire valve. This in letter B, this one is the metal clamp tire valves assembly used on most high pressure above 60 psi. So this one is application for many trucks, RVs, and trailers. Ayan yung ginagamit. The internal Schrader valve threads into the bulb itself, and it can be replaced individually. So, but most of the experts recommended daw yung replacing that entire valve assembly when it comes to the tire. Kapag yung every time the tire are replaced to help prevent air loss. So, ito makita na si ibabaw, ito yung cap. Di ba pag tinatanggal yung cap, ayan. Kapag tinatanggal yun, so, ito naman yung ball body, yung orange. Itong naman yung retaining nuts na wala sa rubber snap. Tapos ito naman yung base niya. So ito kasi yung differences niya. Itong A, rubber snap in style. Tapos itong letter B, metal clamp naman siya na pwede siya sa mga applications such as many trucks, RVs, and trailers. Ayan yung mga malalaking mga sasakyan. Ganyan yung itsura niya. So naman, dito naman tayo sa unsprung weight. The wheel and tire are unsprung weight because they are not supported by the vehicle spring. So, if heavy wheels or tires are used every time the vehicle hits a bump, the wheel is forced upward. Yun yung mga bump sa usually. So, lug nut size. So, ito naman yung lug nuts are sized to the threads size of the stud onto which they screw, the diameter, and the number of threads per inches are commonly stated. So, ito yung wheel nuts. This one is the standard tapered nuts. As you can see here, this one is the tapered acorn style nuts. Meron siyang, meron siya sa ibabaw. This one is the straight shank nuts. Medyo bigger lang siya. Bigger siya than to the tapered and the standard tapered nuts. So, this one is the various style of the lug nuts. So, lug nut size. So, since some vehicles use left-hand threads, RH and LH are commonly stated indicating right hand and left hand threads. So a typical size is 7/16 to 20 RH, 7/16, 20 right hand, and 7/16 indicates the diameter of the wheel stud, and 20 indicates that represents the 20 threads per inch. So lug studs are usually installed in hubs or drums using a press fit. Serrations of the shoulders of the stud provide support. So most studs are replaceable and should be replaced if the threads are damaged. So kasama siya sa pinapalitan. Okay? For this one, ito. Check the tire information placard. Yung kanina pinakita ko, placard. Usually located siya sa driver's door or door jump. So for the specified tire of the inflation pressure, usually check the tires of abnormal aware of damage. So check nyo muna bago nyo gamitin kung kung ano siya, kung kailangan. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, the bulb cup. The bulb cup. Usually, check the condition if the bulb stem. Una, check nyo muna yung information regarding to the tire. Included na dito kung ano ba yung mga weight and yung bilis na dapat sa isang sasakyan na applicable sa gulong. Second one is to check muna kung meron bang damage yung gulong. Damage or abnormalities. So, in order for you to run smoothly while you're driving. So, this one, the third one is to remove the tire bulb cup and visually check the conditions of the bulb stem. Ayan, this one is the steps how to check properly the tire. So, check inflation pressure by pushing the tire couch and stems into hissing. So, 5, ayan, typically tread depth couch and the blade couch. Remove the couch, yan. Okay? So, that's it for